son, I love him. For him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. Down up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you on the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me Went up in magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, on the eastern edge of the D.C. metro area in Landover, Maryland. That's where we are situated at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards, not as many as 1,631. That he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing, Prescott, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Here we go. Come on, dude.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he's going to go down again. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Play action, Haskins. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
55 is my guy, 55. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Mike.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing that you find out on a sweep play is the fortitude of the people running it, because that is a run, and then there's some contact when you finally get to the edge, and those guys who can hold that point of attack and hold up on that contact, they create the plays that we just saw there. Really nice play by the defensive guys.
On the move to his left. And that's incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play action with Haskins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Mike 55. Strip the ball. Yes. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. On play action, Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. It's a keeper with Prescott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, flush, thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's a nifty return of 29. Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet leaner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And an alley to run. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Right there. 54, Mike. Bring it.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Watch twins.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
55, Mike, guys, 55. Watch the run. They're running it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Haskins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Hopkins' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now a handoff, Geis going right. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Switch it. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action now. Haskins dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Well, last year on Thanksgiving when the Cowboys and Redskins met, that was sort of the Dallas coming out party for Amari Cooper. A lot of people were questioning that trade, but on that Thanksgiving Day game, Cooper 8 catches, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Cowboys would get the victory and really turn things on and end up making the playoffs. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. That is caught at the 7. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage. How would you say it?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Switch.
Again, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Back to throw. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Throwing now is Haskins. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Out of the gun, Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Play action, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it.